Hello, is Larry there?
Yeah, hi.
How you doing, Larry? It's Chris Robinson.
How you doing?
Good. Did you have a...
Go ahead.
No, I was wondering if you just had a few minutes to talk.
Well, I have some time here, but I'm at a boarding gate in El Paso, and so I don't know what's going to happen. So
Okay, well, we'll just see what happens. What did you think of Chavez's fight last night?
I thought he was very impressive. I mean, nobody had ever done to Andy what he did, and so I didn't sense that Lee was that vulnerable and that he would just, once he got rolling, roll over him. Although it was a very close fight at the end in terms of the scoring.
Got you. What do you think about a possible fight with Sergio Martinez? Do you think that fight's going to come off?
Well, call me a cockeyed optimist, which you have to be in boxing just to sit down at the ringside. But yeah, I do think it's going to happen. I think they want it to happen. I think both sides want it to happen, and I think that Julio wants it to happen. It's the biggest and only serious challenge out there, and if you're going to take a risk in a risk and reward game, then he's going to get rewarded.
Gotcha.
You know, the only issue, of course, at this moment is that two promoters have two young stars of the game booked on the same day in the same town.
Gotcha.
So I don't know how that's going to play out.
As a fight fan, which fight would you rather see, Chavez Martinez or Sal Alvarez Victor Ortiz?
I have to say Chavez Martinez.
Okay.
You know, it's the true middleweight championship of the world. And but hopefully I don't have to make that choice. And I'm curious whether the Las Vegas Commission would even allow it.
Really?
You know, even if everybody else had a hard time negotiating, I don't know whether the commission would allow it. And you know, there is a backup date, I understand, in early October, like October 6th. But so the main thing is that they want it to happen, and they want it to happen as soon as possible, and that's a good thing for fans.
Who do you favor in a Chavez-Martinez fight, and how do you think the fight would play out?
Look, you know, Martinez will be a favorite, but a whole lot shorter favorite than anybody would have imagined 6 months ago. He was Chavez beating Rubio and Lee, and doing it impressively. The odds are gonna be, you know, maybe in single digits. You know, maybe at 8-5 or something like that. So, you know, how it plays out, I don't know. I mean, that's the kind of fight in which, you know, one guy is a tough, young, pressure fighter, and the other guy is an athletic, older guy with some stock. So, you know, it's until you see it, you don't know how it's going to play, but you know that one guy's the chaser and one guy's the chasee.
And Freddie Roach, what kind of strategy might you think he'll come up with, like as far as looking at Sergio Martinez's strengths as a fighter? What do they have to do to neutralize his strengths?
You know, it's a little early to think of those things. I think most importantly is, you know, to get going earlier than later. Chavez's pattern has been to wait out a few rounds maybe give up a few rounds and then get down to work because he's figured out the body language and the speed and everything. But this is a different. Martinez is a different. A question that needs to be asked or an answer that needs to be questioned because he's got an athletic style and he's smart and he can punch and we'll see how he deals with somebody who keeps coming at him and maybe can handle his shots.
Got you. Well, we know you're busy, Larry. Thanks for your time and have a safe trip home.
All right, Chris. Anytime.
All right, bye. All right, Fight fans, there you had it. Just gave Larry Merchant a call. I know maybe it was a little tough hearing him, but he was on his way back to Los Angeles. He was ringside for the Julio Cesar Chavez Andy Lee fight. Chavez stopped Lee in the 7th. Basically, what Larry had to say, he's anticipating the fight Martinez Chavez in September. He feels that there's a good chance it's going to happen, and he doesn't, he feels Chavez, will be a little bit underdog, but a slight underdog, and he's just looking forward to the fight. And on that same date, Sal Alvarez is going to fight Victor Ortiz. If Victor Ortiz wins this weekend. But hopefully maybe Golden Boy or Top Rank, one of them will budge on their dates because we don't need two high-profile fights like that on the same night. But thanks for stopping by. Subscribe and keep in touch.